AITA for not punishing my daughter for spilling wine on Mill, me 33F. My husband Ricky 34F and my daughter Leah 15F were in attendance of my Bill wedding over the summer. Here's what happened on the big day. All the members of the bridal party were getting ready when Mill walked in wearing a white dress. She stared down the bride Jen and said with a sweet smile, "You told us you would embrace all our family traditions." Well, it's traditional for the mother to wear white. She's equally as important as the bride after all. Jen, being the lovely girl she is, didn't say anything and just smiled. Mill smiled and left to help her son get ready for his big day. Jen was obviously shaken up but never said anything. After the ceremony it was obvious Mill was getting the attention Jen should be getting, but for all the wrong reason. Jen just smiled awkwardly at her and tried to go on. Jen soon disappeared into the bathroom, and when Leah went in to find her, she was crying. Leah comforted her, and Jen told me, "Leah said she would make you the star of the wedding, as you should be," before walking out. When I sat at my table I noticed my glass of wine was missing. When a loud shriek rang through the wedding reception, I looked over to see Leah standing in front of Mill, a wine glass in her hands with a red stain covering Mill dress. According to a guest, Leah was bringing me my glass of wine when her shoe slipped off and she stumbled forwards, spilling the whole glass of wine on Mill white dress. Mill ran out in hysterics screaming how the demon child has ruined her special day. Ricky was furious and dragged Leah to our room in the venue, locking her in and refusing to let her out all night. I told him he couldn't do that since she wasn't even his daughter and so he had no right to punish Leah in that way without my permission. He told me, "Well, someone has to punish that little BTCH you call a daughter since you obviously don't, considering how much of a demon child she is." I ignored him for the rest of the wedding and he and Bill the groom for God's sake ran off out of the wedding to comfort Mill, leaving Jen alone. Last week we met up with Jen for lunch and she cried as she hugged Leah, saying she found it so awkward and she knows it's selfish but she just wanted the attention on her wedding rather than Mill getting it. Jen bought Leah a kitten as thank you and Leah was ecstatic. Since the wedding all of my husband's side of the family have told me I've raised an ungrateful brat who lacks proper manners and respect and I should consider sending her to a boarding school so she can learn proper etiquette. I obviously refused and have since blocked them. Ricky attempted to sell Leah's kitten as she was undeserving of it and Mill showed up outside Leah's school and screamed at her in front of everyone. Mill was escorted of the school property. AITA.